Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with Cthulhoops. So we're in a bit of a crisis right now. We are unfortunately starving. Well, all of our animals, well, pretty much all of our animals are starving. I guess they couldn't find any grass to munch on, and they don't seem to be able to munch on any of these bushes, I suppose. Whether it's through bad luck or I guess poor decision making on my part, we are unfortunately starving. We have run out of food. We got a shit ton of beer, but that is unfortunately, unless it's Guinness, it's not really gonna fill you up. So I have been doing some thinking, and I think it's time to cash in on our little animal farm that we had going on here. But before we do that, I'm going to change things up a little bit, and we're going to set up a stockpile zone here. I'm going to copy the settings from this one here, put it here, and then delete this. And then I will actually change up Orwell's farm somewhat. I'm going to clear Orwell's farm from this section, I think. Expand it up to here, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. And then we will actually create a new animal farm. We'll call it the, not Area 2. We'll create a new animal farm called the good old pig farm. This is all in an attempt to trying to fix this food crisis that I've unfortunately put myself into. Because we don't want the rabbits and the pigs mingling, because they tend to, well, the pigs will try to eat the dead rabbits and shit, so I don't want that happening anytime soon. Well, let's put it that way. That way, we'll have this communal stockpile zone where the hay can go, and then otherwise, the rabbits will have their own section, and then if anything, if there's still a little bit of a mingling back and forth, what we'll have to do is we'll probably have to build up another fence here, or we'll even have one going through the middle, and then we'll just have two stockpile zones where we stockpile the hay and try to have like equal amounts or whatever. I think actually the rabbit should have more because well, we have more rabbits than we do pigs. But also in between episodes, I did get a few more mods. First off is the wildlife mod. Find alpha beavers and other wildlife. So the wildlife mod actually adds a new tab that lets you see all the wildlife in the entire map in one very easy to see and very easy to read screen here. So I think that's pretty helpful. Another mod that I got is Reclaim Fabric, which does exactly what you think it does. In the tailoring bench, you can actually set a build to reclaim fabric. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to set this up to not the very top. Yeah, I guess, you know, the bottom's fine. Do forever. And we're going to make sure that Cat, our resident tailor, only starts reclaiming some of the more degraded clothing. And for now, we'll only allow dead man's apparel to be reclaimed. That way, because right now we have so many dead man's clothing that are just cluttering up our little wardrobe area here. It's starting to pile up, and all the congealed blood and all that stuff is starting to attract insects and whatnot. Obviously, it's not actually happening, but that's kind of what's happening in my mind. Another mod that I got, I don't remember. I know I got a few. I'll be sure to update the description with all the mods, with all the current mods that I'm running. If I forget, please let me know. Leave a comment telling me, hey, Cthulhoops, you breakfast-eating son of a bitch. Update the stupid-ass mod list, you dumb pulsating sack of shit. Maybe not in those exact words, because then I won't be able to type up the mods through all the tiers. But yeah, do let me know if I forget to update the mod list in the description of the video, and I'll be sure to put that in. And okay, so all our heaters are still on, right? I'm still not completely confident that we're out of the woods in terms of temperature. So I'm gonna keep the heaters on. And another thing that we're going to build right now is... Ah, yes! I forgot. Another thing that I got was the item repair mod. So what this does is if you research the item repair thing, you can actually get an item repair table, and you use the machining table to build item repair kits, like repair kits, and then you use those to repair either apparel or weapons or tools or what have you. So that way you don't have like these weapons that are like awesome or whatever just going to waste because people use them. You know, I mean, the whole boys from the dwarf, they've learned to reuse, reduce, and recycle. So it's kind of the whole idea behind it. Oh, another mod that I got was I know I got a lot of mods. Another mod that I got was the breakdown mod. So what this does is it actually adds a maintenance to all these electronic things, or things that were previously able to be broken down, and so that the mod prevents these things from just randomly exploding in a giant fiery ball visible from space, and instead makes it so that once it goes to a certain level of maintenance, unless it's actually maintained, it'll then break down once it reaches, I think, 0%. I'm not exactly sure. That way, we're not like randomly wasting components just trying to repair shit. And the boys from the dwarf, as they are, you know, they're part of the maintenance crew. Well, at least from the series, they're supposed to be maintaining these things. Whether or not they can do a good job, who knows? Doesn't really matter, as long as we're not wasting components. And thank you to, I believe, Tunaru Robert for the suggestion of creating the comms console and the orbital trade beacon to get rid of some of our junk. Hopefully we'll get an orbital trade ship sometime soon, so that we can actually, you know, get rid of some of the shit. Get these marble chunks out of here, guys. And also, what I want to do now is I want to get a manager desk set up next to our comms console here. And what I'm gonna do with this is I will show you. I think I may have briefly mentioned the whole manager mod before, but what this basically lets me do is it cuts down on so much of the micromanaging. So say for example, I'm going to set a manager or a managed foraging job, and then I'll set it to update daily because I don't want someone to like come to this desk every hour to set this up. But basically what this does is, as long as a manager comes to the managerial desk, and oh, did I set this upside down? No, it's set the correct way. And someone will come by, you do the manager task, and then what this will do is this will automatically assign, you know, various berry bushes to be harvested. Same with the trees. I'll have another one for this. We will allow in, I guess there's no, oh, job threshold has been reached. Okay. Well, we'll also get this going too, by the way. So what I'll show you an example. This works really well. Is we want to make sure that our rabbits are being properly like farmed, right? Auto designate animals to be tamed, no. Butcher excess livestock, and I want to keep 7 adult females and 3 males. And in terms of the juveniles, let's do the same for now. After we've butchered the correct amount, I will set this so that we can have as many young as we want, and then we'll just have excess later on, if that makes any sense. That's good. And then I'll have another one set for wild boar. And this, I'll keep everything at the default. I'll make sure that they only stay in the pig farm area. Perfect. And then once the table gets built, our Hare 37 has been torn to death, so it has, thankfully, I guess, avoided the death by poor management from me. I'm also gonna cancel this because I realized that I made a terrible mistake. If I build a bunker here, it's gonna basically prevent this turret from shooting at any of these guys. So what we might have to do is, if we actually do end up building a bunker, is we might need to incorporate the turrets in there. And I basically just spent like 10 minutes of this episode just gassing, talking about random drivel and fucking mods and shit, for which I apologize greatly. But if we can get the... Have we harvested all the berries already? I guess we must have, right? Well, that's really unfortunate. Hey, can we get more, Oh. I guess all the ones that I've selected have been completely harvested. Yep, oh geez. Not a lot of stuff left. Okay, fine. Well, Lister, if you can build the managerial desk, that'll be fantastic. And then that way, Rimmer can go about doing his managerial stuff. Right, Rimmer? Where are you right now? Harvesting rice plant. Nice. Doing essential colony management at the wooden manager desk. Fantastic. Okay, now watch. As soon as he gets this job done, all the rabbits and all the boars will start flooding back into the farm. And then look at that. It's already happening. These things have been... Oh, look at that. That is fantastic. So now they're going to be cordoned off into their own section. And hopefully the boars won't wander out to eat the dead rabbits that we're going to be slaughtering. Hopefully. Okay, so now look. Now all of these have been automatically assigned to be slaughtered. So the colonists wouldn't come by. Humps is now going on a killing spree, which is absolutely fantastic. And a combat supplier trade ship is passing nearby. Lister, I know you're a little stressed out right now, but could you actually go to the comms console and talk to the combat supplier and see if we can start selling these dead man's clothes? Otherwise, we will just get Cat to reclaim all these things. Your negotiator, Lister, cannot talk properly because of poor health. I think it's the fibrous mechanites or whatever. And since people are so upset about wearing a dead man's armor, we'll just go ahead and sell that thing. And we can't sell clothing. I could probably sell the weapons that we have that we don't really want. Hey, look at that! They sent us 2 silver. Fan-fucking-tastic. Holy shit, look at this, like, rabbit massacre. This is insane. But we do need to make sure that our other rabbits aren't starving to death. Hey, can we get these dead rabbits out of here? I know they're dead rabbits and they look, you know, rather pathetic, but I'd rather not the dead rabbits, like, you know, get rotted away or something. Fantastic. Okay, now look, we're starting to butcher the dead rabbits. And Toxos is just gonna eat the rabbit meat raw instead of waiting for Crichton to cook up the rabbit meat. Fair enough, Toxos, I can't really stop you from doing that. Nope, he's starting to cook it now. He could have just cooked the rabbit meat from before, but no, he's instead decided to just eat it raw and then go ahead and start cooking the rabbit meat after he was, I guess, slightly full up. Look at that. So many rabbits dead. I guess we did kind of prepare for this eventuality. And we're also killing a wild boar, which is now being cannibalized by, her? Its former family members. Fantastic. Oh, look at that! We recruited Bramble! What did we want you for? Oh my god. Look at this. Look at Bramble here. She's a careful shooter, a jogger. She's pretty passionate about shooting. We can actually make her one of our military people. You know, she's passionate about socializing. She's... Whoa, a lot of passions here. This is absolutely fantastic. But we'll make her our primary miner. I think that'll be a good idea. So let's get Lister's thing here. Put this over yonder. Fantastic. And make sure that everything is set as is. Cooking will not be your primary focus right now. We want you to focus on, let's see, mining. Mining should be your biggest thing, for sure. And then everything else, let's just make sure that we're starting fresh here. Next, I'm thinking possibly research, you know, if we need to. I kind of wonder what would happen if we have like a second research bench. Will that actually speed up researching or not? I guess there's only one way to find out. Okay, so beyond researching, I think maybe we should put you on... Maybe actually researching will put you later, because between Toxos and Crichton, they're doing a pretty amazing job. Holy shit. Crichton's like a master researcher now. Holy crap. If we basically give him the Necronomicon, he could basically, well, I know I said the word basically way too many times there, but he could probably find out, like, I don't know, how to summon Cthulhu and all that shit. But anyways, beyond that, let's put... I'm thinking... Yeah, let's put cooking at number 4 for Bramble, the miner. Since she's actually curious about, or rather passionate about wardening, put that there as well. Hunting, possibly. Although we don't want to have too many hunters now. Oh, art! Art. That should be your number 4. That's perfect. That way we'll have a dedicated art person. Great. And then I think, last but not least, maybe plant cutting? Because you've got cooking, you've got wardening, you've got hunting, got art, hauling, and researching. That's fine. Perfect. Fantastic. So now Boss is still has the record for the longest time in our prison, I guess. Good grief. What a guy. Anyways, so he butchered a whole bunch of rabbits. My god, that's so many dead rabbits. This is crazy. Holy jeez. This is so dark. So look at these dead rabbits in our fridge. Can you imagine walking into like a colony fridge or a cooler or walk-in cooler and then seeing all these dead rabbits around? That's macabre as hell. Alright. Good job, guys. Good job. We are still... Well, our animals are still starving, but at least I think our colonists are decently well fed. Bramble, do we not have a bed for you? Oh, I'm sorry, Bramble. Here. Is that a good enough bed for you? We might actually need to expand inwards in our cave here and build some potential houses. So let's get some of that kind of, I guess, figured out. Oh, we can't do that then. We might actually have to move some things over a little bit so we can make some apartments here. Maybe like that? Is that a good idea? Yeah, you know what we could do is we could actually build a wall here. That way we can definitely... Oh, I'm sorry. It's, I'm letting time pass by too quickly here. There we go. So we'll do that. Okay, hares are miscarrying. That's okay. It's unfortunate. But we can't really sustain any more animals as it is. So I'm kind of glad that we're just butchering them up. Lister, you could have waited for Toxos to finish cooking that rabbit meat before you decided to just chow down on a, like, raw rabbit flesh. You disgusting freak. Well, it is Lister, so I'm not that surprised, honestly. Yep, no, people are just opting to eat the animals raw. Fantastic. Hey, the rice plant's almost done. Also, I forgot to do one more thing. Set up a couple more grow zones, because I think we're severely lacking for lacking food here. Get rice, and also get strawberry. And I think that makes people happier, right? Strawberry. And then once get this thing built up, we'll have one down there. And I'm thinking what we might end up having to do is lay down carpets or wood in these new apartments. And the reason why I want to do that is in case the insects bust through and start going aliens all over our butts, then at least we'll have carpets that we can just set on fire and then just get the hell out of Dodge while the insects are burning to death. Good. Also another marble wall here. Perfect. And Wild Boar 11 is no longer incapable of walking. Great. What the fuck? Why are these guys... Why do they have a massive tolerance to alcohol? What are you doing? Are you guys feeding these things beer? Do not feed the animals beer. I do not understand. Why are we feeding them beer? Is there a way to stop our colonists from feeding the fucking animals beer? This is insane. I do not understand. But, fair enough. I guess they're so saddened by the condition of our rabbits that they decided to just pour beer down their gullets or something just to, I don't know, make them a little less miserable? But you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be pouring alcohol down the gullets of animals. They don't know what they're ingesting. Or if they do, then maybe you should try to get them, wean them off the alcohol. But anyways. We finally got some rice harvested. We kind of need to put these into our storage though, so that we can actually make use of them. Fantastic. And then maybe we can even feed them to our rabbits. If we really need to. Yeah, because we can put raw food in there. Vegetarian stuff, yeah. It's great. I'm actually also wondering if perhaps we should try to feed our boars some of the rabbit meat that we've harvested. Since they're starting to, I guess, starve as well. Nice! Look at that! We've got a lot of the rice up and running. Fantastic. What about the potatoes? I think it's been a while since we've actually harvested any potatoes here. Okay. So we've got that wall built. Fantastic. Which means that we can now mine out another room, which will be great. And we have researched the simple prosthetics workbench. Fantastic. So let's go with item repair next. What is happening? Who is butchering? The red fox has butchered the trash panda. Fantastic. Well, good for you, red fox. And I think this is way too close, actually. So we'll try to space things out a little bit more. Because I don't think we need to... Well, this would be perfect. But what might end up happening is one of these rooms might be like a thoroughfare business, which isn't ideal, really, but it is what it is. And then we'll have this little corridor going through, I think. And then we can be like this. Oops, sorry. This maybe we'll use as like a communal, I don't know, something for someone, perhaps? But I don't really want to have like another room be joined in through here, right? Because then they'll disturb each other's sleep when they're walking about and shit. So maybe we'll just cancel that. Yeah, and then we'll just build this out. I don't think we need to go that far. I think this is good enough. And then we'll have one here. Which means we'll just have to deconstruct this. So I can move this around, right? Okay, good. So let's reinstall it over here. And then we'll deconstruct that. Unfortunately, it seems I can't actually move the brewery around. But thankfully, it doesn't require a lot of resources for me to rebuild. So, oh well. And Kat, how are you doing with the reclamation of our dead man's clothing? Has he made any progress? Maybe a little bit? Oh, look at that. Oh, we have weathered the starvation crisis of 5502. Good grief. And I think the pigs are decently, well, they were decently well fed. Oh no. A pack of manhunting Labrador retrievers have entered the area. Oh no. I really don't feel good about killing dogs. Oh. The moral dilemma. They will roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. They can't pass doors, so if you stay behind walls, you should be safe. They won't attack inactive turrets, so turn your turrets off if you want to save them. They will leave the area in a few days. We can't really stay holed up for a few days. Oh, no. 10 Labrador retrievers. Oh. I really don't feel good about killing dogs. Ah, jeez. This is not good. We might have to go through with it, though. Because we can't stay holed up in our colony for a few days. What might be a better idea, that could be something that we could do in the long run, is try to enclose our colony entirely. That way, you know, if these things happen, then at least we'll try to stay safe within the confines of our colony, perhaps. But what with this marsh going through our, the majority of our colony here, it might make things a little difficult. But, yeah, I don't know. I also might need to, actually build a wall spanning through these areas. Not through here, though. Because if I build a wall attaching to the... Oh, no, guys. Battle stations. Battle stations inside of the, not barracks, but the workstation area. Okay. I really don't feel good about this, but Lister, stand there. Cat, I want you to go with Lister a little bit. We'll keep what's-her-face, Lumine, not doing anything because she's got a sniper rifle, right? So, oh god. Oh no, they're coming. They're coming in hot. They're coming in heavy. Oh god, come on, get in there. Cat, no, Cat's being attacked by a dog. Oh, he's only been scratched right now, though. Oh, man. Oh, they've started attacking our machine guns. Our turrets. One's down. Oh, God. Okay, we might need to draw them away from our turrets, because we don't want to lose those. Okay. Things are looking a little better. Oh, no. Get back in there. Oh, man. That was close. Do not destroy our turrets. Please, oh no, it's gonna go, son of a bitch. That's like, what, 3 components that we just wasted there? Are you fucking serious? They destroyed another turret. Oh, sweet mother of all that is unholy. Oh man, this is bad. And they've destroyed our door. Oh shit. Humps, you are our resident face basher. Let's have you bash these guys' faces. Don't let them attack Lister or Cat, okay? Oh shit. Oh man, that was bad. That was really bad. Normally it wouldn't be so bad, but that was bad because of the simple fact that we are really strapped for components here, and we haven't had a lot of orbital trade ships come by. Outrigger? Oh, I guess these guys are starving. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, well, let's try to do our best to make sure the animals don't die at the very least. And we'll build their sleeping spots, like, over here, I suppose, maybe. Yeah, let's do that. That's fine. And then we'll build sleeping spots over here as well for our pigs. And this way, we at least have an option to try to revive our animals via, I guess, force feeding them? Bird feeding them, perhaps? Got like a few animals that we need to save here. So if you guys could really get on that, that'd be fantastic. Oh, that looks... It's so terrible. Oh, man, I feel bad. Jeez. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a power conduit. Oh, 3 components. Shit. Do we need to get like a caravan going? Is that our only option here? It might be. I really don't like it, but it might be our only option here. Really unfortunate, but... Okay, so now we're starting to feed our wild boars some, you know, human meals, which is fine, because then at least it prevents them from dying, right? Yeah. And since we have the optimal number of animals, let's make sure that that our animals here are well fed and not dying. And it seems like we're about to slaughter some more animals, which is fine. That's great, because we do have an excess, and that's the whole point of running an animal farm, right? Okay. Thankfully, these guys will now survive, and they have weathered the worst. And hopefully what doesn't kill them will make them stronger, but do we want our rabbits to be stronger? I feel like maybe not, because if they're stronger, then the meat might be tougher, and if it's tougher meat, it's less desirable to eat, right? Maybe? No? I have no idea. Oh, man. Poor Labrador Retrievers. They're like the friendliest dogs ever, too. Fuck. Good grief. Oh, well. Okay, well, Crichton and Lumi appear to be wearing tattered apparel. I guess I may have forgotten to change their thing. Oh, there we go. So, take off anything that's below 50% health. That's fine. That's worker. What about soldiers? Soldiers, same thing. Although, yeah, you know, that's fine. And let's actually expand this to allow non-dead man's apparel. That way, shit that's been, you know, busted up will get reclaimed and whatnot. Okay. Looks like our animals are, you know, getting better a little bit. Except this one's dead. Oh, I guess maybe we probably assigned it to die, right? To get slaughtered. I'm assuming that's what happened. At least I hope so. Oh, alright. Well, it seems like we've weathered the worst. You know, we're starting to make some more food. People aren't starving. And just as I say that, our rabbit Ruby has miscarried due to starvation. Well, at least our human colonists are no longer starving. Except for Boss here, who apparently has forgotten how to eat food by himself. And just requires to be baby bird fed by Crichton. Good grief, what a degenerate fuck. And Lumi is unhappily nude. Well, I'm sure Cat won't mind. Unless maybe Cat would mind because he wants everyone to be fully clothed in lavish clothing or whatever. Bramble requires a hunting tool, I guess. So we'll give him not an incendiary weapon, but I'm thinking maybe something from here. Maybe like a poor bolt action rifle. Yeah, that might be our only option here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, let's leave the episode off here for now and continue this tomorrow, where hopefully we will do even better and see some more progress from our colonists, perhaps? Yeah, I think that'll be good. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.